flow?
It's been pretty good. I think confidence is, a big key to every competitor's play, and just to keep building after week, it feels good. But much praise goes to the O-line and definitely the guys on the perimeter for give me this opportunity.
What's been the difference for you? What have you done differently that's been able to allow you to produce the results you've been able to produce?
Just study a little more film, believing in the guys up front, taking very critical coaching and just believing in the guys up front.
You like the heavier load, the more carries. Do you think that helps you get in a rhythm? You haven't had this kind of workload consistently. You like it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Especially for running back. I feel once you get in that rhythm, you kind of got a feel for the defense. You kind of got a feel for the guys on the other side. You kind of get the flow of everything. So it definitely helps.
Last year, you were one of the conference's top rushers at this point in the season, going into the off week. Then you got the injury. What can you learn from that experience last year you can take into this year, just in terms of wanting to finish faster?
Treatment. Definitely getting treatment, preventive maintenance type things. Probably just getting some lift, just trying to keep the body as fresh as I can, and preparing myself for the weekend and week out. So definitely the conference play that we got coming up.
Do you notice a difference physically after playing a game with 30 carries versus a game with 15 carries, as far as just the sores and aches and pains and things like that?
Right after the game, no. Feel pretty normal, but I think once you wake up every Sunday, you kind of feel what it's like to kind of tote the ball that many times. But it comes with the game.
What did you see in the second half you didn't see in the first half? It looked like you were in a much better, I don't know if rhythm's the right word, but it looked like you were seeing things better. You were finding the creases better. What was different in the second half compared to the first?
I'd probably say, just once again finding that rhythm. Seeing the creases and getting the feel for the guys. And, our coach game planned them pretty well and gave us some good little things to look at and kind of key on in the second half.
You guys were at this point this year 3-3, and obviously it went south. What's different? What feels different about the midway point this year compared to last year?
I just think us finally coming from behind and playing to almost win and getting our conferences up. We didn't win, but it was a lot of good things that we saw on film, and it was a lot of good things that we showed ourselves as far as what we can do. When under pressure and kind of playing from behind. And I think that's something that we're going to continue to build off of. I think it came at a great time, definitely with us being in the bye week, getting the fundamentals down again, getting our minds back right, putting that behind us, and kind of moving on now to the second half of the season.
Did you like the way this team came to practice today?
Yes, definitely. Everybody had kind of put it behind us, talked about it a little bit, but then we kind of put our head down and went to work today.
Do you feel like you're on the peak of, just from what you guys did at Georgia, just like that you can go into the South Carolina game and maybe this is the game that you guys finally get that big win the program's been looking for a while?
I hope so.
About that?
I really hope so. I hope that we got right to the top, but now it's time to go ahead and stand on top, and it'll be great to go ahead and pull one off now.
Has that type of faith in you to give you the ball twice in those types of critical situations?
I feel that's big. I mean, I appreciated that, and I really want to take advantage of that opportunity. And I think my guys up front also helped me out with campaigning like let's go for it. So when you got those guys on your back and those guys pushing for you to get the ball, I think you're gonna get the call to go your way.
Do you feel that was something you kind of had to earn, that kind of trust from the coaches, or?
Definitely. That's something that you have to prove during camp, spring, in practice. And I think showing them that we could do that, time after time throughout practices and different scrimmages, that's what gave them the confidence to kind of call it and put it in our hands.
When you watched it on tape, how good was the win there? It looked like you had to earn a lot of that. How good was that?
It was tough. We had a lot of guys up there, and the O-line, they did what they had to do. It was some bodies being thrown and some guys being tossed and flipped over. So it was really a collective type deal, because they was throwing some people and I had to jump over some folks. It was definitely a group effort.
Some people talking like Georgia, let you score the last touchdown to get the ball back.
I'm not sure. I did hear one of my teammates say that. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think that's what they would do, but if it was, I guess it was pretty smart.
What's the biggest difference in you as a back this year versus last year at this time when you had also had pretty good numbers?
Probably just experience. I think definitely last year was my first time actually starting as a tailback and kind of getting the groove and seeing how, grueling and the different looks and things I would see during the season. So I think this year I came in with a little more sight of, what to expect and, kind of how to manage games and, different things like that.